you're a business owner and you've been looking at the Capital One Spark card to fund your business, then you may want to find another card. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly why the Capital One Spark card is not the credit card that you should be looking for your business, and give you an alternative business credit card that's going to work a lot better for you and your business. So let's head over to my computer and break everything down. All right, we are at my computer and we are on Capital One's website, and like I said, they have some good business credit cards. They're really popular. Obviously, Capital One is a major bank, so a lot of people are going to know about them, and it's going to be easily accessible to get one of these business cards. They have the Venture X Business right here, the Spark Miles, and they have the 2X Spark Miles. So I want to be focusing on one of these cards in particular, and it's going to be the Spark Cash Plus. This is like the kind of most popular business credit card that Capital One has right now. So let's kind of dive into it. So at the making of this video, they have a sign up offer where you can get unlimited 2% cash back for your business on every purchase. All right, so it's literally no cap, no limits, no category restrictions, 2% all transactions, again, no cap. And then the welcome offer is going to be you can earn $2,000 in cash bonus when you spend $30,000 in the first 3 months. So already that sign up bonus is not that great. There's some other business credit cards that have sign up bonuses a lot better and a lot, I would say more attainable than this one right here. Especially if you're a startup, you may not be spending $30,000 in 3 months potentially. So that's essentially $10,000 a month. So maybe your spend is not quite that high yet. You have to factor that in as well. And then also you will get a $2,000 plus 1 year bonus. So how this works is you'll earn an additional $2,000 bonus for every $500,000 spent in the first year. And then that says you can truly earn unlimited cash bonuses for your first year. All right. So another knock on this card, a couple things actually, is it's a pay in full card. Okay, so essentially it's a charge card. So if you kind of like familiar with like the Amexes of the world that operate like that, it's very similar. So your balance must always be paid in full every month. So you can't carry a balance on this card. So that's something that you want to kind of make sure you're aware of. And then it says flexible spend capacity. This card comes with no preset spend limit that adapts to your needs based on spending behavior. So again, this is straight out of American Express's textbook. With their charge cards, they have kind of like those floating no preset limits, and it fluctuates based on your monthly spend. And this card does have an annual fee as well. It's a $150 annual fee. It is refunded every year if you spend $150,000 on this card in the calendar year. So that's something that you want to make sure you're aware of. But the number one knock on this card is that it reports to your personal credit. I cannot explain how bad that is. If you're getting a business credit card, you definitely don't want a card that's going to be reporting to your personal credit. That almost defeats the entire purpose of getting a business credit card. You want to have business credit cards, whether it's a credit card, line of credit, terminal. You don't want none of this stuff showing up on your personal credit. And any of Capital One's products, they're going to be showing up on your personal credit, right? That's knock number one. And then problem number two is they typically pull all three bureaus. Okay, so most other institutions for business funding, they're going to pull one, maybe two bureaus at the max. Capital One typically pulls all three: TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. So that is another knock why I just do not like anything from Capital One on the business side. These two things that we just mentioned is just an absolute deal breaker for anybody that's really trying to look to get business funding. Now, if you're enjoying this video so far, go ahead and smash that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel, hit that bell for notifications so you will be notified every time I drop a new video. And next, I actually want to get into some other alternative business credit cards and lending opportunities that are going to be a lot better than this business card from Capital One. So one of the banks I wanted to touch on is US Bank. This bank is a kind of semi-regional, semi-big bank. They're in most states, not all of them, but a good majority of them. However, you can apply for these credit cards online as well, pretty much in any state that you're in. You won't need a business bank account for this as well. So this is US Bank, and the card I typically recommend from them is going to be the US Bank Business Platinum card. This is a really really sneaky good card. And the reason I like it for so much, and they're advertising it right here on the homepage here, it says enjoy low limit intro APR until 2026. Just to let you know, at the making this video, this is 2024, right? So it says 0% interest APR on purchases for 18 billing cycles. That is absolutely ridiculous. This card doesn't have rewards, but I'm always telling people 0% interest, especially if you're looking for a business credit card. That is honestly the most important thing, is how long you can get on a 0% interest APR period on these business credit cards. Also, it has no annual fee. That's something that you don't have to deal with, that you would have to deal with Capital One as well. Another thing, since we're comparing and contrasting between this one and Capital One, with the Capital One credit card, that one reported to your personal credit. Obviously, this one does not. U.S. Bank with Capital One, they pulled all three bureaus. With U.S. Bank, they only pull one. It's going to be TransUnion. They're starting to pull FICO 9 these days, so just be aware of that. But again, this is a very, very good card. Again, 18 billing cycles for 0% interest. Now, something I want to mention with this U.S. banking kind of in general, you got to be careful. So I do recommend, if you can, at least going into a branch and trying to apply for this in person versus online, because U.S. Bank is notorious for giving people these 2K, 3K limits to start unless you know what you're doing. Okay, I teach on my channel all the time with optimized credit profiles and my omni growth strategy and how to really nail all this stuff down with the back end underwriting criteria of these banks, so that doesn't happen. But U.S. Bank, this is very likely to happen if you don't know how to do this correctly. We got a bunch of videos on my channel breaking down U.S. Bank in more details as well. But like I said, it's important to have somebody like in person that can potentially get this stuff pushed through. Now, with our back end and our mentorship program, we have contacts at U.S. Bank that we can actually, give to you essentially to be able to get this stuff done. So if you're interested in that, you want to book a call to kind of learn more and see about our Omni Growth strategy and how we can work with you one-on-one to get your business funded, you can click the link in the pinned comment. But another card that works really good with US Bank, and it's going to be this triple cash rewards Visa. This is another good card. This is one, if you're more interested in getting some rewards, this is going to be the best card for you. So at the making of this video, you're going to get 3% cash back on all eligible purchases at gas and EV charging stations, office supply stores, cell phone service providers, and restaurants. You get 1% cash back on everything else. That's pretty standard. And then you get $100 credit for recurring software subscriptions like FreshBooks and QuickBooks. So that's always good to have. And then you can earn $750 in cash back. I'm going to show you some more of the details on that. It has 0% interest for 12 months. So that's not bad at all. That's pretty standard for most business credit cards. It's like anywhere from 9 to 12 months. So it's not the 18 months that we just talked about with the US Business Platinum card, but again, it's 12 months. So you kind of got to decide, do you want rewards and you're willing to sacrifice those additional months, or would you rather have 18 months of 0% interest and go after it that way? So, a lot of things to decide, and you can kind of, run through it and see what your business needs may be. But that is my recommendation, a good alternative in my opinion for US Bank. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go ahead and smash that like button if you enjoyed today's content. Subscribe to the channel, hit that bell for notifications so you will be notified every time I drop a new video. And if you want to learn how I got literally over 500K in business funding using my Omni Growth strategy, go ahead and click the link on the screen right now. It's going to take you to a video I did where I break down my entire Omni Growth strategy and show you how you can use these 3 steps to be able to fund your business time and time again. So go ahead and click that video, and I'll see you on that one.